Hi there, good evening, and welcome to Your Lifestyle by Roxanne, Carne, Personal Stylist, which is me. And I'm so glad they're able to join us this evening. Again, I'm Roxanne Carne, and personal wardrobe stylist for women based in the Dallas-Fort Worth region, but I also work with clients across North America. And I work with women every day to help them transform their wardrobe and transform their lives. I feel really grateful that I get to be in this space and really work with fantastic women that have such great kind of trajectories in terms of their personal goals and their professional goals, and to really be an integral part of that. And in that vein, especially during these days of COVID, I feel it's just so important that we help and support each other. And I'm really happy to kick this off as our inaugural introducing series, where I'm actually introducing brands that I love, retailers that I love, really just resources for my clients and also for my followers that I think that you would truly enjoy as you go on your path and your journey to enhance your personal image and your personal style. So in the series, I am going to be kicking you off this evening with Claudia, and I'll tell you more about her in a moment. But I just want to take a quick second to ask you to, if you find information like this valuable to yourself, or you want to share it with your friends, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click on the notification bell. That way you'll get instant notification when I have Facebook Live events like this tonight, or when I upload a new video. So with that being said, I want to introduce you all this evening to my good friend Claudia, who is the founder of Claudia Sadhwani. She's the founder of Samser Designs. And I met Claudia, it must have been a little over a year ago. And I met her at a boutique, specialty boutique in Dallas in Lower Greenville. It's Kathy Fielder's boutique. Yeah. And there was an event at the boutique that day, and there was kind of like, a little bit of like a shopping party afterward. Yes. In the store. Yes. And I remember I just saw like these gorgeous bags and I love handbags and I love shoes, but I saw all these gorgeous bags, and I went and did a beeline straight to the table, and I'm looking at the bags before I even interacted with Claudia. Yes, right? I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Tell me about it. So Claudia and I got to talking, and I bought this bag at that time. This is the Africana. Correct. And I just fell in love with it. I was like, this is my style. I want to have this in my closet. So we kept in touch over that time period, and really just thought that this was a great opportunity to, again, introduce Claudia to my followers and to my clients. So here we are introducing Samser Designs. So I want to read you a brief intro and bio about Claudia, so you know a little bit about her background before we jump into the ins and outs of Samser Designs. Yes. And then the best part, which I'm really looking forward to, is the handbags, right? She's got plenty for show and tell tonight, so we're gonna jump into that shortly. Okay, so Sangeeta Claudia Sadhwani is a Dallas-based designer and curator. Nothing excites her more than to see a crazy day dream turn into actual reality, right? 21 years ago, marriage brought her to Dallas. How sweet. And at first, because of her marketing and sourcing background, she landed a job at FedEx Corporate. And her first account was with the Dallas Market Center, which is massive. And 15 floors of wholesale showrooms gave her an idea, and she put her experience to work. She's an avid traveler and had buying experience from her earlier career in India. And having walked through the bazaars from different corners of the world, Claudia knew exactly what she wanted to do. So she essentially wanted to merge her two worlds. She dreamed of getting Indian artisans who dabbled in couture embroidery to get them to put their exquisite talent and artistry onto handbags for the local market. She saw a dearth in midpoint price bags, and I totally agree with that. Like, correct. Bags are either super, super expensive, yes, or really just, just kind of cheap and janky. Yeah. So she noticed this too, that they were either overpriced or unaffordable and cheap with no attention to detail. So that's how Samser Design was born. So Claudia both designs and sources from India, Bali, and Thailand. And her dream was possible only because of the fantastic support system that she has from her karigars, hopefully I said that correctly,
Perfectly right.
which are her artisans. So as a mother to 2 lovely daughters, a special needs brother-in-law, and a very needy dog, her life has not been really generous in terms of time, but whatever time she does have, it goes into traveling, either back home to India or discovering the rest of the globe with her husband. So it's my pleasure this evening to introduce you to Sangeeta Claudia Sadhwani. So welcome.
Thank you, Roxanne. You made all of that look so easy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
easy to showcase.
Thank you for having me, and
Pleasure.
thank you for doing this amazing introduction and basically having Samser here with you tonight. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, what I want to do, Claudia, is give the audience a good glimpse of who you are, kind of, how Samser came to be. So I'm going to ask you some questions, kind of interview style, but we'll have a fun conversation with it, and give them a little bit more background about you. So what truly inspired you, Claudia, to start designing clutches?
Okay, so you've already said so much about the line and me that I don't want to bore your audience anymore. But to give you a quick understanding, I come from a background which is so much handwork, correct?
Yeah.
And you grow up in that environment, and then you're like, oh my God, it's always there at the back of your head that one day I want to do something with this.
Yeah.
So when I got to Dallas and I got my first job at the Dallas Market Center, my account, I was walking through those floors and I'm like, oh my God, it's just floor and floor and floor and floor and floor of merchandise. But there was not too much of emphasis on handwork. It was all, machine made. It was all not too much of attention to detail, to put it politely.
Yeah. You can be candid with us. You can tell us what you really think.
So I was like, okay, I need to do something, merging both my worlds. Getting the artisans from India to figure something that I could do locally over here.
Right.
I began with a lot of my bags being sourced by some amazing designers from back home.
Okay.
Women who are just brilliant at what they do.
Yeah.
But they do not have a larger audience to show it to.
Right.
And I was like, maybe it would be a good idea to bring those bags over here. So that's how the whole business started, with me sourcing, curating from everything that I was seeing. So in the beginning, it was really not me.
Right.
It was me really looking at
kind of what was out there.
Yeah, out
right?
there, and really wanting to show what my amazing artists in Bombay do.
Yeah.
So that's when I bought a line here into Dallas, and that was my first tryst with time to market and figure out the whole business.
Which is an animal in and of itself, right?
And then after a lot of tweaking, and then after a lot of, I want this and I don't want that, maybe 4 years later, you get a capsule together and you're like, okay, this is what I want to do. So
4 years later.
Yes.
So it took you all this time to really kind of develop and hone in and get everything going.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Because there's so many times, when people, when you hear the no's, and then they're like, okay, this is so not gonna work. And then you go on a low, and then again you get this amazing order, and then you're like, okay, back up. Okay, I really want to do this.
I can do this.
I can do this. But you could tell that, the local Dallas market is definitely very open to mid price points.
Okay.
And you're either gonna pay like $3,000 or you're gonna pay like you're gonna pay like $20 for something that So there was really no midpoint, and that's where I came in, and that's where I found success. At the midpoint.
I love that, and again, just echoing what I mentioned before, you don't really see something that's quality that is reasonably priced. and quality, and also just really beautiful to look at, which we all will take a look at some of the bags a little bit later on. So thank you for telling me kind of how Samser Designs came to be. It sounds like it was like, you know, it was blood, sweat, and tears, and love.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It's like when you're passionate about something, you know, you let it go for a few days and then you're back.
At it 100%, right?
Yes, you're back at it and you're like, okay, this is what I love doing the most.
Yeah, believe me, I totally understand. So I'm curious then, Claudia, tell us about the name Samser Designs.
So,
what does the name Samser mean?
So Samser basically is my two daughters' names mushed together.
Oh my gosh,
Sam is Samara.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, and Sarah is Sarah, my older one. So my older one, my 19-year-old, who's Sarah, and my younger one, who's 12. I put those two names together, and I'm like, okay, Samser Designs, because literally I leave those girls to fend for themselves, and I'm like so busy focused on this.
Good work,
I'm like, the least I can do is name the brand after them.
Oh my gosh, but I think that's great too, because that's such a great story, you know, of keeping it in the family, and the girls, every time they see that,
oh my God,
they know, and who knows, you know, when they get older and they want to be a part of the business, that's a part of that legacy too.
I'd be so excited one of them takes up the cause of Indian handmade.
Oh my gosh! So no, that's really awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And when you were thinking about kind of the handbag space, a majority, not all, but a majority of the handbags that you design are clutches. So what made you choose kind of clutches as opposed to, you know, a tote or, you know, a shoulder bag, the top handle bag? Why clutches?
The first time I went looking for a clutch when I got to Dallas, I was like, okay, I need something that's not crazily expensive, but I definitely don't want to carry something that's going to fall apart, right?
Right.
So I was like, and then also I was like, oh my God. I was doing work for this company from India that did embroidery for couture houses.
Okay.
And get these gorgeous pieces of embroidery going onto their gowns and their jackets and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, what would this look like on a bag?
Right.
And so I kind of said, okay, let me play with this idea, and that's when we decided to put the embroidery on bags and to see where it goes. And it took off.
Right.
There was like just so much of interest in it.
And when you started, it was with clutches as well?
Yes, yes. Clutches have been my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the big bags, personally, I like to carry my tote.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't think I want so much of embellishment on my tote.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing as you were describing it, that ultimately, you know, you don't want, you know, I don't think people want to carry a big handbag that is completely embroidered. You know, I think it's more appreciated in terms of the fine detail and something that's a little bit smaller and that serves really and truly as like just an accent piece, right?
Exactly. Just one statement piece. One statement piece.
Yeah.
Just dress it down, dress it up, and then that's how I decided, okay, you know what, there are no clutches.
Right.
In every store that you go to, you literally like see 5 clutches.
Yeah.
And their little showcase that they have.
That's so true.
And everything else is just totes and day bags.
And larger bags, day bags.
So I did find a little niche over there where I'm thinking, okay, maybe clutches would do good. And then I was pretty right about it.
Yeah.
A lot of stores who've been buying, they like literally say that, oh, we've not seen anything like this.
Right.
We've never seen so much of detailing on a little clutch, because it's just a little, from whatever your memory of clutches have been, it's just been one little leather. Yeah,
it's been a small leather piece, or even like satin for like a wedding.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Not so much for everyday, but everyday bling that actually works.
Correct.
And can be integrated, you know, when you're wearing, you know, jeans and a t-shirt or a blazer with some flats, like.
Exactly. And then, of course, over a period of time, we started cross-bodying it. So you put a longer chain to it, and now it's like, okay, dress up an outfit or dress it down, just wear your crossbody.
And it's functional.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So I want to know from you, talk to us a little bit about the process that goes into making the bags. We've got artisans,
Yes.
like, you know, who's making it, how do they do it? Because I have to tell you, and I didn't really, and I'm sure I actually think I remember you telling me this when I bought this, you know, a year plus ago, but it wasn't until when I was really kind of preparing for this tonight, and I went back to see if you still had my bag.
Yeah.
And when I was just reading about it, which I didn't do before because I bought it in person, but I didn't really remember, this one piece has over 1,000 beads on it. I mean, it's intricate handwork on the inside. You've got beautiful magnetic closures, and it's quilted in the lining. It has a small space that you can put your driver's license and credit card in. And as you were just mentioning, you do have the strap that you can use for crossbody if you opt to drape it over your shoulder. So tell us about the people that make this and what goes into the production of just even one bag.
So the first designer who I picked out of India to do bags with, she is the one who has designed this.
Okay.
And when I saw her work, I was like, oh my God.
You were astounded.
Yeah, I was astounded. I'm like, somebody needs to take this into different markets around the
world.
Because her work is just stunning. So the artisan basically, so she did the designing.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the hands of the artist. Basically, he has got this whole cloth attached to 2 boards.
Okay.
And he's sitting there, toiling, beading each and every single piece. So
that's just
his skill, time consuming.
Yeah.
So it's each bag is like about 4 to 5 days to make.
to make. Wow.
His artistry is hereditary. Like it comes from father to son to. So
he's been doing that his whole life.
Yeah, so his father has been doing it, and then now he's doing it, and he's going to teach this to his child. Because this whole artistry, this whole hand embroidery is basically what it is. It's different families do different kinds of embroidery.
Okay.
So one region of the country does a particular kind of embroidery.
Oh, wow.
The other region of the country would probably end up doing something with mirrors and beads and stuff like that. So it's just exquisite work, and not anyone can just sit there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna beat this.
Right.
It's they are trained, I think, from the womb, literally in these bags. I'm
like you said, it's hereditary. It's in their blood to do.
Absolutely. I'm like, every time I see them, it's just astounding. And they are so matter of fact about it. Like it's
second nature.
Yeah,
this is what
they have
do.
no idea the amazing stuff that they are producing.
Yeah.
To them, it's just second nature, and they're just sitting with it. It takes them days.
Days to do. So 4 to 5 days to make one bag.
4
And I
to 5
mean,
days.
when you look at the design here, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but this is a really this is a chevron. Or herringbone chevron pattern, right?
Yes.
So it's not like you're just kind of lining beads up. You're changing direction, and you know the hardware is heavy. I mean the bag, you know, it's not flimsy. It has a little bit of weight to it, but it's comfortable. But I just think that's so amazing. So the artisans that you work with again are in India, in Bali, and also in Thailand.
So with Bali, we did a whole different kind of line. We did just plain leather.
Okay.
And we sold out on that line. But after COVID, it's just like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to go back there, or when are they going to be able to sell this stuff in here. So the Bali line was fantastic.
Right.
I sourced a lot from Bangkok and Thailand.
Okay.
Those markets, I'm just sitting and talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to go.
You want to go back? Yeah.
So you're just surrounded by all these beads and stones, and you can just pick whatever color you want and just get it all together.
Wow.
But I'd still say, I think I have a soft corner for my Indian artisans.
Of course.
Because that work, it is. I don't know whether I'd ever be able to see it in any other part of the world. The Indian artisan is just, it's unbelievably.
Yeah, and you know,
they don't get their due, you know.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And I feel, Claudia, that there's really something to be said about pieces that are bespoke. pieces that are handmade, there's a story behind it,
Right.
you know, even though it's kind of every day for them and they're just
Correct.
used to it.
Yes.
But his father was doing, he's doing it, he's
Yes.
teaching his
That
son.
whole skill.
Whereas here, in some more so in the Western culture, things are manufactured in, you know, in plants and in that type of industry.
Yes.
It's automated. So to actually have
Still doing that old style craft.
I got a glimpse of that last year when my husband and I got married and we went on our honeymoon. We went to Italy.
Yes.
And that was my and his first time to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a glimpse of that with the leather making because, you know, made in Italy. We got to see families,
Yes.
and like you said, like different regions. We were in Sorrento in the Amalfi area,
Yeah.
but what they were doing was a little bit different to what was going on in Florence, and it just was really interesting to hear the stories. And these are the manufacturing. It's like grandma, it's mom, it's the sister,
It's the
family.
generation to generation. It just
all
comes
working
down.
together. Yeah. And I just think that's amazing. And I've never really seen anything like that in a full industry here in the States. So I'm so intrigued to hear the story behind it. So I'm so glad you're sharing this with us. So what, if any, customization options are there for the bags that you sell?
Okay, so I'm gonna leave that question for the end.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we're currently working on customization, and I'm gonna leave that for the end.
Okay, so we'll come back to that.
Exactly.
Because I would definitely want to know. And what would you say is the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome in business? You know, you're introducing a new line. You're really kind of selling something that's really unique. What would you say has been the biggest challenge overall?
What I love about this country is the amount of support you get as a small business, number one.
Yeah.
And the amount of support you get as a small women-owned business.
Mm-hmm.
So every challenge that you face is kind of like, oh my God, there are people who believe in the product, they believe in your vision, and they're willing to support that vision.
Yeah.
So that was the amazing part about starting a business. But of course, the challenge is as a woman, you've got children to take care of.
Right. Your mom. You were a mom first.
Yes, you're a mom
right?
first.
Yeah.
And then you want to spend every waking moment doing something you love, but you cannot. And then production, the profits are all tied to the amount of time you put into the business.
Right.
So I think the biggest challenge is literally time when you're a mother, and it's if you have the time, if somebody tells you, listen, go after this all day long, things would just be so much profitable and excessive at the bottom line, right?
Right.
That's it, time, and of course now things have completely changed.
Yeah.
With COVID.
After the pandemic.
After the pandemic, for a while there, I was thinking, okay, this is it for all of us. Right?
It's a wrap, right?
It's a wrap.
I think all of us have certainly had that moment.
Yes, but I'm surprised again. It's like something happened. I don't know what happened.
I agree with you. After the summertime, like everyone got their head back in the game.
Yes. Literally something happened. I'm like, it's back to almost normal.
Same here. Yeah. I totally agree.
And then the human spirit is just amazing as to how we figure ways to work around this, like doing this and doing
being creative,
Zoom calls and stuff like that. Of course, the challenge, I would say, the biggest challenge is time. Everything else you can.
Yeah. Well, I think when I think about my business and the work that I do, it's always time and balancing.
Like you sometimes wonder, is 24 hours enough?
I know, like I need more hours in the day, right?
I would say the biggest challenge is time.
Yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, you're doing amazing things for your brand and the beautiful bags that you are kind of bringing to people here in the States. So my kind of last question for you before we start looking at some of the clutches that you brought tonight is, what is next on the horizon for Samser?
So a lot of people have been asking me for customization. So we're starting a whole new website. Where you pick your shape, you pick your color.
Okay.
You pick your monogramming.
Wow.
You pick your name. You pick whatever you want to do, whatever you want to get hand embroidered on the bag.
Okay.
And then my website guy is doing an amazing job right now, so I'm really excited about
building it. Yes, I love it.
Building it, so you go click, 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 and then you get your own customized bag at the end of it.
Wow.
And of course, 4 weeks.
Is the turnaround time from when you order?
Yes,
right.
4 weeks, because then it has to go back to India to get it customized and
of course.
comes back. So we're very excited to be able to do customization,
absolutely,
in a very intense manner, not just put your initial and be done.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be stage 1, and then the next stage will be like you can put your patterns on it.
Okay.
So pick your pattern and put it on it. So we're taking this slowly, but customization is something that I'm really excited about, because the amount of requests we get, hey, can you customize this? Can you customize this?
Yeah.
So
you've identified, look, this is a need, this is what women want.
Yes, and they make great bridal
gifts,
and they make great birthday gifts. So
right.
Yeah, so that's our next customization.
I love that as the next step, because I think there's something to be said about getting something that's creative, that's just for you, and just that you're from the beginning to the end. This is all yours, right? Yes. I absolutely love that. Okay, so let's now switch gears and let's start looking at purses. This is the part I'm really, really excited about. So bring it on. Let's see what some of the hot designs that Claudia has. So
the number 1 bag that we have here is Roxanne's most favorite bag.
This is my favorite bag.
Every single
from her website.
Every single meeting, all she talks about is this bag.
And I'm telling you, she is not going back home with this bag tonight. This is mine, ladies. I love this. So tell me a little bit about this one.
So everything is hand embellished.
Wow.
Sequins.
Yeah.
Comes in with a satin lining.
Oh, that's so beautiful on the inside. I didn't see that before.
So now this is not done by the Bombay guys. This is done by the Delhi artisan.
Okay, so Delhi.
Yeah,
okay.
So this one's Delhi.
This is so pretty. Okay, so we got the rainbow. Let's see if that's here for now. This. Okay, I love the rainbow, but I love this. Okay, so tell us about this one.
Again, I wanted something for the holidays.
Yeah.
So I gave him a little brief. I gave the artist a little brief as to what I wanted.
Yes.
I wanted a little bit of bling, but not overtly blingy.
Right.
And then I gave him the color combinations and stuff like that.
I mean, this
raw silk on the inside.
Oh, I love that. So you can see the beautiful texture here.
Yeah, and then of course it comes with the crossbody chain too.
Right. And this one's a silver tone.
Silver tone.
Yeah.
So dress it up, dress it down, blue jeans, white shirt, and just this is all you need to accessorize.
And what I like about too is that on this one the closures are actually
correct. The invisible.
They're
closure.
invisible. Yeah. I love this piece. It looks like candy, and when you look at it on this side, you got the pink is the trim and the blue in the middle, and then when you reverse it, it's the opposite. Okay. I just love that detail.
And I don't know whether the camera will pick up on the hot pink.
Yeah, it is a hot pink.
Yeah. But when you actually look at the bag, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, let's see what else you have. Oh, I love this.
Again, with a plain white dress.
Yeah. Or jeans.
Or your jeans. Or anything. And again, you can, to make it look a little more casual, crossbody it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so what I want to show everybody here, even in the 3 or actually 4 different, so the one that I have and then the rainbow.
The one that you have is my absolute favorite. And the reason I realized you have good taste.
Thank you.
It's because you literally zoned in.
I went straight to that one.
On my favorite bags. So in my head, I'm like, okay, she's got the same exact taste as me.
It's beautiful.
This is my absolute.
It's classic.
Favorite.
But what I love about the selection that Claudia offers in her line is that each of these bags, if you look at them, they're all different shapes. They're different widths. They're different. Let's see what else you have.
Okay, this is my Sarah bag. Again,
that's beautiful.
Each bugle bead hand embroidered to create a three-dimensional.
Yeah. This, I mean, it looks. Yeah, it totally looks 3D.
Yes, it is three-dimensional.
It looks like you can, like they're cubes that are kind of like
Yes.
sticking out. That's
And
really,
again
really
comes,
beautiful.
With a cotton
quilted.
silk quilted,
Yeah.
and then you've got a little, and this can be crossbody too.
Yeah, and the thing I like about this one too is that you could accent this with either silver toned pieces
Correct.
or gold tone.
Correct, because it gives you that whole dual.
It's that dual chrome,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Look, I love
Correct.
that. That's wonderful. And the beautiful hardware again, just totally unique. Absolutely amazing. Oh, ooh, look at that color.
Yes.
All right.
Just add a pop of color to whatever
I love that.
whatever.
I know
you're
I'm saying I
wearing.
love everything, but I do love everything. This is kind of like almost like it looks like a southwestern vibe in
Yes.
a way, but it kind of looks like a puzzle, you know, that's interlocked.
I have a lot of resorts who love these colors.
Yeah,
Right? So they're always
yeah.
looking for the blues and so a lot of the resorts and the hotels want those.
This kind of this
Specific
color,
colors, correct.
yeah. Yeah, I could see this doing really well in tropical regions on cruises and
Yes.
all that. Beautiful. All right.
This
Woo!
again, the whole orange and the fuchsia and the.
Lovely. Look how bold. I mean, these colors are just so bold. And this is exactly why I was so excited to introduce Claudia and Samser Designs to everybody, because these are pieces that you are not going to see in department stores,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Not yet, at least, right?
You know,
Do you have that?
that's the other thing.
Yeah.
I've like literally stayed away because I still want to keep it in the boutiques.
Yeah.
The
It's
whole idea behind it is, handwork,
Yeah.
limited pieces.
Absolutely.
You don't want everybody carrying.
No. You don't want the masses.
Basically, you want to sell to that lady who's looking for that different little piece.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to mass produce it and then be like, okay.
Yeah.
it's
It kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah.
All right.
This is one of our really fun bags.
Ooh. So these are teeny, these are small beads.
Correct. Small beads.
Wow.
Small rice beads.
Look at the pops of color. I mean, you can wear this with so many things. I love this.
So bring it up to the camera.
This is a really great piece for summer, but you can rock this in the winter time too.
Yes.
Sometimes winter, we tend to kind of go to darker colors because it's darker outside.
Yes.
But have this be the accent piece to really stand out and pop.
True, absolutely.
Yeah? Beautiful.
And also, I try to keep the colors that can be used all year round.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I don't want to do too much of seasonal
Right.
pieces because everybody just wants that one piece that I can wear all through the
That
year.
you can rock the whole time, right? I love that.
Again, this comes from the same artisan who created this.
Okay.
Raffia, gold
Yeah.
embroidery with a bamboo metal embellishment.
I love that.
Again, with the
This-
whole silk lining.
This one feels certainly very kind of classic.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of Chanel.
I will
I mean,
take
just-
that compliment.
Yeah, but I just mean just the the look of it. It's understated. It's simple, but it's really beautiful. That's the beauty in it. And I love that this is so different to the other bags
Correct,
because with the Rafa it's not beads,
Correct.
right?
So
It's woven.
Yeah, so not everything we have is beaded.
Yeah.
We've done raffia, we've done silk, we've done leather, we've done.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've done it.
So if you go onto the website, you'll probably get a bigger picture of all the
everything
various
else.
sets.
This is Sydney's favorite, and this one, Claudia, is the gift.
Yes, my little gift bag.
It's a gift bag because it looks like a present. But when Sydney saw it, and when I saw it, like this totally looks like the Union Jack
Yes.
design,
it
right?
can go both ways.
Yeah, it's got that kind of British vibe. This is amazing. Like this, I look at this one as like an everyday piece. Seriously.
That's a fun bag.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay.
And I think this is the last.
Is that our
one,
last one
yes.
to feature tonight? Okay.
Yes, the last one to feature. This is my little personal favorite bag. I just put it on Instagram the other day.
Oh, did you?
And I got such a good feedback on this bag. So again, it's silk, all hand embroidered with these little birds.
Okay, bird, is that like a phoenix or something?
Yes, it's like little birds.
Oh my gosh. So these, everything is like an intricate, its own piece.
Correct. Everything is its own piece and everything is handmade.
Yeah. This is beautiful. So this is going to be the piece that's for your kind of more dressy occasions, right?
Yes.
And we've got the beautiful trim here, the gold tone and the opening. And it's a hard case.
It's a hard case.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Great. Well, all of these pieces are amazing. Like, I just want you to come and live with me and just,
all you do is call me, hey, send that over.
I want that, right? So for our audience, how did they find you to purchase these beautiful bags? And we also have a special offer that we're going to share with you this evening too. But where can ladies or guys who want to get great gifts for their ladies?
For their ladies.
Yeah, because the holidays are coming up.
Or keep it for themselves.
There's that too,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
There's that too. Nothing wrong with that. So where can people find you online?
So we finally got our act together.
Okay.
COVID did it for us.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, get it all online, and you can find us on samserdesigns.com.
Samserdesigns.com, and we'll include the link for that in the show notes.
And then, of course, we're on Instagram. You can DM us on Instagram, but the easiest way to find us would be samserdesigns.com.
Mm-hmm.
We have both a retail page and a wholesale page. So our store buyers can go to the wholesale page, click on it. No need to travel, to come to see the bags.
Yeah.
They can go online. My store buyers can go online and buy their wholesale stuff.
Okay.
And people who want it for their personal use, you can go on to samserdesigns.com. And Roxanne has a discount for you.
Yes. So, and thank you so much to Claudia. So if you go to her website and you enter the code ROX20, that's ROX20, we'll have the code in the show notes as well, down below underneath the video. But if you go to her website and make a purchase, you get 20% off.
Yes.
And that is good through the end of Friday, October 30th. So it's 2 weeks from tomorrow. So you have time. You have time to peruse the website because she's got a lot of great bags. We've just seen kind of a sample of some of favorites, right? But she's got an entire array. So take your time and look at it, but don't waste time either because it's holiday season and
you can buy all your gifts.
Yeah, get it taken care of. You can get it as a gift for loved ones, for yourself. But this is just absolutely amazing. So it's a great opportunity because small businesses and designers and so on, like Samser Designs, they do not always go on sale and have promotions.
True.
It doesn't
really,
right?
Yeah.
As a small business, you can't always be giving something away. So I think this is just a really great opportunity. Ladies, if you are looking for an accent piece or pieces, this is like the perfect solution for you. So go to samserdesigns.com, enter ROX20 to get your 20% off, and that is good through Friday, October 30th. So is there anything else that you would like to share before? I don't know, Sydney, if we have any questions or anything, no? But is there anything else that you'd like to share with us tonight before we part?
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And all the best with every venture of yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
For
You too.
supporting small businesses.
Yes.
And we all of us women entrepreneurs need to support one another.
I totally agree.
So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It's been my pleasure. And thank you for being my guinea pig with my first YouTube live, but also the first in the series.
So amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You were like, okay, I do this every day.
Maybe I'll just do this every day now. But there's a time issue we talked about too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If only we had more time. But certainly, again, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Get the notification bell. Tell everybody that you know about Samser Designs. Think about her her company,
and hit
her
like
bags.
on Instagram.
Yeah, and follow her on Instagram, like, and just keep in touch in terms of what new designs that she's got, especially as we're getting toward closer toward the holidays. So thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I can't wait to see what more great things Claudia's got up her sleeve for Samser Designs. Good night, everybody.